Hi Scorpio, how are we? Just wanting to do our May readings today. I am sort of doing a little bit of delving into sort of the general, what's going on. We are sort of focusing a little bit on family and platonic connections as well with the general this month. For the general section, I am using the Slavic folklore Lenormand deck there. And then we will be sort of moving over into, what's going on for you guys with love. And then at the end, doing just a quick little run through of some possible shadow work we might need to look at this next month as well. So we're looking at May 2023. Okay, so only doing a small shadow work portion. I will be doing the more in-depth shadow work portions come every full moon. That seems to work really well for me, focusing that energy in the full moons. So I'll be saving that mostly for that, but we will have a quick little look for us all today as well. But really just sort of wanting to get an idea of what's coming up for everyone come May. Okay. Now, when we move over to the love section, I'll let you know now so I don't forget. But we do have the Lenormand of Japan deck there, as well as the Island Time Wellness Oracle. And then when we go over into the shadow work, I do have the Inner Seagull Heal Yourself reading cards there that we will be working with today, just to get a couple of little keywords and like themes, okay? But forgive me if you see me looking away and writing things down, because I will be sort of keeping timestamps for all the sections for us so we can skip ahead if we need to. Okay, but getting straight on into it, we're looking at May 2023 for Scorpio. So just in general, what's going on for Scorpio, May 2023, please? And I will be clarifying as we need as well. So you may see me stop and reshuffle to get some clarity on things here and there. But finances for Scorpio 2023 May, and then focusing on family and friends, more platonic relationships, what's going on with those for Scorpio this coming month, May 2023. Okay, and then anything else that Scorpio needs to know? Anything else that Scorpio needs to know this month, please? Okay, so looking at just the general energies there, we do have the, well, in this deck, it is the Knight and the Bear energy there as well. Okay, so the Bear energy is all about sort of standing in your power, standing in your strength, bringing out that inner bear, that mama bear, protective, more defensive side of yourself, that leadership side of yourself. That's sort of going to be serving you well this month to make sure we are standing in our power and being very protective of ourselves. As you can see in this image, it is the bear sort of curled up over the well, it's her head, but curled up over, taking that super protective stance of self. Okay, so probably needing to make sure our boundaries are firm this month. But then we are seeing the Knight energy coming on through, which that's the rider. So that really does talk about arriving at this sense of power within yourself, arriving at this sense of leadership. It's a very fast-paced sort of action card. It does sort of talk about good news coming on through this month. So I will grab a clarity in regard to those two cards and see if we can get a little bit of extra information about what this good news on the way is for you. Okay, so we're seeing the club there. Okay, so with the club, the keywords on this particular card there are conflict, opposition, and drama. Okay, so in the just double checking my listings there. Yeah, so in the more traditional decks, that is the whip card. Okay, so it can talk about, you know, some tension coming along. So that might be what's coming in fast this month, is a little bit of opposition, a little bit of drama coming your way, a little bit of conflict or tension headed your way. But it's sort of letting us know straight away with that bear energy that, you know, you're kind of standing in your own power. You have the strength to deal with this no matter what it is. And, you know, that being in that more protective, defensive of yourself mindset is actually going to serve you well when it does come to any opposition this month. Okay, so we may see some drama coming in and unfolding for you this month, but basically it's sort of really telling you that as long as you're standing in your power and, you know, even though it does sort of, the bear does speak of being, you know, that defensiveness, it's with this whip card, it's sort of letting you know that, you know, if you are faced with any opposition, to stand in your power rather than quickly jump to defensiveness. Okay, so it does have that sort of dual nature going on there, that just warning us to not be on the defense, to just sort of stand in your own power, know your know your role within it, and don't get dragged into it. Basically, because with that night energy, it could be something trying to drag you into drama that's probably got nothing to do with you. So, you know, standing in your own power and having that leadership type energy is going to really serve you well, if any conflict does come through for you this month. Okay, now for your career and finances, we are seeing the key. Okay, so that's a really super positive card, talking about new doors opening up for us, unlocking new opportunities with our finances, with our career. It really does talk about, you know, liberation and resolution to any dramas that we have been having. So you know, these dramas, if they are on the work front, you can be rest assured that they, you know, they will be easily resolved. Those sorts of things. You know, the key really does talk about success. Okay, so in the financial position, that is you know, success is what you want to hear, right? So career, you might be having some successes in your career or your job this month, and they're really going to be sort of opening new doors for you. And there is an element of destiny as well with the key as well. So, you know, any of these successes happening for you this month with your career or finances, they really will be sort of part of your destiny. You know, so they're sounding like they're very well deserved. You've probably already put in a lot of hard work in the past and dealt with a lot of, you know, opposition in the past, as well. So, you know, as long as you're able to deal with any upcoming opposition that may come through, like we said, it could be linked up to the career coming through there, but you know, you will be unlocking those doors, you know, to rid yourself of any past conflict or things like that as well. So, you know, sometimes conflict can be a good thing too, because it really does help open up those new doors. Sometimes, you know, there is a little bit of conflict or drama going on. Sometimes it really does sort of show you the difference between, what's successful and what is not. Okay, so keeping that in mind, this month with our job and career, that if we're looking at conflict, or any opposition or drama, or any tension in the workplace, looking at the opportunity behind that, okay, to see how you can sort of benefit from that. You know, I know that may sound, subterfuge to some people, but you know, conflict, part of, you know, that's one of the main things in a lot of job training is conflict resolution. Okay, so those two together become something fantastic. Okay, so definitely seeing some opportunities coming in for you with, the career side of things this month. Okay, and now when we're asking about family and friends. We are seeing the lady energy coming on through. Okay, so not necessarily a woman, but it does sort of let me know that this is probably someone, quite mature. You can kind of see in this imagery, it is that prim and proper energy. Okay, so we're not really genderizing at the moment. So, even if it is an actual female, we're going to be looking at someone who is probably a little bit more on the prim and proper side of things, and they are going to be, probably quite mature with the way that they approach things. It may be someone, that you have looked up to within the family or friend group, as a sort of more mature role model. Okay, and we are seeing some choice or decision upcoming, between you and this person. So there may be some sort of partnership between the two of you that you're being asked to make a choice or decision about. Maybe, if it is a specific woman of importance, sometimes it can talk about a specific woman of importance, like a mother role or a grandmother type role. You may be needing to make a decision, something that's going to help them, or help you via them, something like that. But I'm really feeling that it could be something to do with like a partnership or taking a new path, like with a friendship. Okay, so if it's a friend or a family member, it's maybe just looking at what choices you have. How can I deal with this? What path should I follow when it comes to how I'm dealing with this particular person? So once again, since we do have that conflict that has popped up at the start there, we do want to just make sure we're letting you know that if we are having conflict with this person, choosing how to deal with it is going to be quite important. So choosing the high road, so to speak. Okay, with the path there, the crossroads, choosing the right path on exactly how to deal with it. So probably involving quite a little bit of thinking about how you want to deal with things rather than just leaping into action. Okay, but yeah, with the road, no matter what choice you follow, you're following your path. It's pretty, the path of destiny, so to speak. We do find that it is always an opportunity, no matter which path we take. Some just have more scenery, some just have a few extra detours and twists and turns. But no matter what path we take, it's always the one that is what we're supposed to be taking at the end of the day. The path of destiny, like I said there. Okay, but then when it comes to something important that you do need to know, we're getting the herald and the letter. So they both are talking about sort of a lot of communication and change and movement coming through for you this month. Okay, so we've got the road, which does talk about changes and choices. We have the herald, which that is, in the more traditional decks, that is the stork card. Okay, so that really does talk about stirring up new, making changes and transition and movement. With the knights coming through as well, quite a lot of movement happening for you this month, Scorpio. But it feels like we're all headed to positive places. Okay, now this particular something that's getting stirred up for you, there's going to be a bit of movement. It's probably going to be around some communication that does come your way with that letter card. Okay, so with communication, we could be like online, texting, emails, actual letters coming through, documents coming through this month that are really going to start stirring up some sort of a change for you. I will ask for clarity on that. So what is that communication and movement all about, please, for Scorpio, May 2023? What is that communication coming through for Scorpio, please? Okay, so we're seeing the clouds card there. I did also see the mouse card when we were shuffling as well. So it does sort of let me know that, yeah, there's something sort of, it's been niggling away at the back of your mind with me seeing the mouse card there, and then with the clouds as well, sort of double clarification there, because that sort of does talk about doubts and confusions, sometimes a little bit of anxiety. So something that we've been a little bit anxious about, getting some sort of communication about that, and that will bring in some change, new opportunities, stir some things up for you, get things headed in a new direction when it comes to, something that has been in the back of your thoughts. I feel like, yeah, like I said, I saw the mouse card as well. So, it really is something that's been in the back of your thoughts, chewing away at you a little bit. Okay, now with the cloud, there can actually be, like that is your thoughts and whatnot, but it can also talk about following your intuition a little bit as well as sort of remembering that every cloud has a silver lining. So always stopping to look for the silver lining, looking for the opportunities in any conflicts. Like I was saying with the conflict resolution, looking for those opportunities for yourself when it to help cut through the confusion and whatnot as well. Okay, so that's what we've got for your general portion there. I'll move over to love, but I will let you know, make sure you leave a comment and let me know how it resonates. Everyone that comments will go in the draw for that free personal reading when I do draw that. So make sure you subscribe as well so you can be notified when that comes along. Okay, but moving over to the love portion there, having a look at love for Scorpio, May 2023. Love for Scorpio, May 2023. I am getting told to draw the oracle for you guys first. Okay, so the oracle. What do you want to tell Scorpio about love for May 2023, please? Okay, so we are seeing the hand of cards coming on through. So that's very similar to the Clover Lenormand card there. It does sort of talk about, being strategic, having options, not showing your full hand, but taking a risk and taking a chance on things as well. Okay, so feeling like there might be some options headed your way this month, Scorpio, and having to sort of think through your options and deciding which path to take, and maybe taking a chance, taking a bit of a risk. I'm getting that vibe of, high risk, high reward. Okay, so we'll see what that's all about for you guys. What's going on for Scorpio with love and romance for May 2023, please? Okay, and I'll just ask, love energy that is already around Scorpio. So this is somebody that might be already on your mind, somebody who's already in your energy, Scorpio. What love energy is already around Scorpio, please? Okay, and any new love energy headed towards Scorpio this month, please? Okay, so the general love energy around you there, we have the summer card there as well as the cross card as well. So with the summer card, I do pretty much read that as the sun quite a lot of the time. So it does really talk about happiness and warmth and things being revealed to you this month as well. But if it could be talking, like, I don't feel that it would be talking about the specific season of summer, unless we're talking about, some love connection that may have started in summer, and we'd be looking at my seasons, okay, because I'm in Australia, so I do read the seasons as my own. So we'd be looking sort of back to December, January, February. Okay, so if you've met someone important and that's this existing love energy we're looking at, then that is probably going to be relevant to you. Otherwise, we're going to be just sort of looking at that as that sun energy, okay? But yeah, so if something important did happen for you during those months, when it comes to love, maybe that's actually about this. But otherwise, yeah, it is just sort of something being revealed to you. And I'm really getting that sense of divine timing coming through as well with the cross card here, because the cross card really does talk about, like trusting in God, trusting in the universe, and just knowing that everything is as it should be and everything will be as it should be, so really just having that trust that things are going to be revealed to you in the right time. Okay, and so I am feeling though that the time is near, okay, with that hand of cards coming on through. Like I said, that is very similar to the clover card there. And then when we've asked about existing energies, I am getting the whip and the clover card coming on through. Okay, so it may be it may resonate for some people there. If you look at the image of this whip card, it can talk quite a lot about physical, passionate sort of desire. It can talk about that kind of whip type role play. I've got to be careful the way I word things on YouTube, but it can talk about that sort of physical play if that's something that you and this person have been involved in. That's probably relevant to you. Otherwise, we're talking about this person that may be on your mind. There has been some sort of trouble or tension or conflict with this person, okay? And so that may be the person that we saw back in the general spread bringing this conflict or drama your way, okay? So, if that's the case, we are seeing that double note of taking a risk, okay? So it's kind of letting you know that even if there has been some sort of drama, don't let it close you off to this connection, because it's well worth the risk. Basically, high risk, high reward. Okay, now, because the clover really does talk about, good luck as well. And it's pretty short term good luck. Okay, so I'm feeling that, for the start of May, that you will have opportunities to overcome any tension or drama that may have been there with this person. Sorry, my nose is like so itchy tonight. I can't get past it. They tell me that I saw somewhere that if your nose is itchy, it means that somebody's thinking about you. So, whoever this person is, I feel like maybe they are really thinking about you, and I'm getting that vibe of like, why did I do that? Say that. I feel like they might be beating themselves up a little bit, because this can also talk about, that self-flagellation type energy where they are beating themselves up a little bit. So taking a risk to go back towards that person, maybe what is needed for you both at this time, but we are seeing a lot of good luck when it does come to that particular connection that is already in your energy. But when we are looking at new connections coming through, new potential coming on through, there's definitely some options on the table. We are seeing the ring there. That one doesn't want to pick up on the screen, but that's the ring, and that is the fish, which is the abundance card. Okay, so that one, when it comes to love readings, a lot of the time that does talk about, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You see that there's at least 4 fish here in this image, so you've got quite a few options on the table. And like I said, with that hand of cards, options was one of the keywords from that card as well. So lots of options for you at the moment, whether you choose to take the risk to go towards this person here, or whether you're wanting to sort of explore other options. You do have those options available to you this month there. Okay, and with the ring there, we could be seeing like high levels of commitment with some of these options coming on through, but we could also just be talking about cycles. Okay, so if you have been in some sort of cycles that you're wanting to break free of, really being conscious of the cycles that we want to steer clear of, and staying away from the options that are the same old things. Being strategic once again about not repeating the same cycles with different faces, that kind of a vibe, and really seeking what you want. So if you are sort of after something more committed and long term, it's definitely one of the options that's coming in for you this month. Okay, so it's just going to be, you're going to have to be strategic to work out which little fish is the one that could lead to this, because you do have multiple options on the table, and I feel like at least one or two of these could be repeated cycles. Okay, so that could actually be, I'm getting that I'm getting in my head there that I'm getting at least one player energy coming through this month, but there is also some strong potential connections coming through there as well. All right, so definitely lots of options on the table for you guys. So it's really going to be up to you guys whether you're sort of willing to take some risks and wanting to explore this with the person that is on your mind, or if there's no one on your mind, well, at least you've got options coming on through this month. That'll be lovely. But we'll move over to the shadow work for you guys. So, like I said, just a quick little peek into some shadow work keywords for you this month. I will do a more in-depth one on the full moon if that's something that interests you. But Scorpio, shadow work for Scorpio for May 2023, please. Okay, so firstly, we are seeing that repeat of that cross card coming on through with this particular card. You can see here it even has the cross imagery up the top there. So just confirming that, when it comes to love at the moment, really, really having faith and trusting is quite important for you at the moment. That does say have faith. Okay, so trusting in God or trusting in the universe, whatever it is that you personally believe in, but trusting in your beliefs, that something will come. The thing that you want will come, okay? And then we do see discover your life's purpose, okay? So I feel that that's sort of really talking about, working out exactly what it is you want to have faith in. Okay, so what is it that you absolutely adore, and what cycles do you want to bring in, and what cycles do you want to get rid of? Really discovering your purpose in life when it comes to, I feel like this is talking just about the love side of things. As you can see, we've got the woman watching the is it a violin? Yes, a violinist there. She's sort of watching with this sense of being wooed and whatnot as well. So I do feel that that is a little bit about love, but it's also about expressing your creativity and finding out the things that you do really love about life in general, and really following those paths that are you, and really talk to your soul, rather than just doing things because you feel that you have to, or whatever that may be, but really discovering your life's purpose. Okay, so like I said, I do strongly feel that that's related to love. Okay, so what is it in love that you would feel is your life's purpose? Like some people feel that it's their life purpose to, start a family and have children and all that, whereas other people, their life purpose when it comes to love is going to look completely different to the traditional idea of that, with the white picket fence and kids. You know, that's not everybody's cup of tea. So what is it to you, Scorpio, that is your life purpose with love? What is it in love that you want to achieve for yourself? Okay, so what needs do you have that you want met when it comes to love? What is your purpose in love? Do you want to just experience a certain type of love, or do you want to have that dream Barbie wedding or whatever it may be for you? You know what I mean? So it really is. And once you've discovered what it is exactly that you do want, having faith that you can find that and that it will come along for you. Okay, so really focusing on your sense this month, I feel more so just having that inner sense of peace that the things that are supposed to be for you will be, okay, and just having that trust that these things will happen for you, and maybe working on our, thinking about the things that we do truly want to manifest into our life as well. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you all again soon, Scorpio. And like I said, don't forget to leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. But if this is where we leave each other, thank you for your time.